the biggest movie that I've done so far to date is with Dustin Ferguson with the remake of Spider Baby, coming full circle with we were talking about Sid Haig earlier. So Dustin Ferguson acquired the rights to remake Spider Baby from Jack Hill, and since not that many people are still alive from the original cast. He tried to make it so that he bring back some of the original people that are still around. So Beverly Washburn was one of the girls from the original movie. She came back and she plays a different character. To have the Sid Haig is famous for being in the Rob Zombie movies, so he brought in Robert Mukes, who is from House of a Thousand Corpses. So that kind of ties in Sid Haig, and then they brought Lon Chaney on board, who's the grandson of Lon Chaney Jr., who was in the original uh, Spider Baby. So and Brink Stevens and the cast and crew, everybody's great. We have new kids that were amazing, and I was cast as Bruno. I played Lon Chaney's character in the remake.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
gotta feel
so
pretty good.
it was some huge shoes to fill, and it was a lot of fun to work on. And we shot in this old house in Santa Clarita, and it's just coming out right now. It got distributed by Scream Team Productions and should be making the rounds. I think you can buy the DVD, Blu-rays currently, and then it should be streaming shortly after that. But it was a lot of fun, very emotional for me to work on. Um I'm a huge Chaney fan, so I love the Chaney family, and for me to be able to um, take on such a huge role, and also I'm friends with Ron Chaney as well. So to be able to, you know, work with the Cheneys, like this is it's I'm come full circle my whole
Yeah.
career in life. So and
How
it,
did you go about doing the character? Were you trying to emulate the original performance?
um yes and no. When I think about things, it pulls me out, and sometimes I just react. I try to react naturally and just be in the moment. And um, when Dustin Ferguson approached me, he said that he was in talks about redoing this, and he said he keeps rewatching the film over and over, and he could not think of anybody except me in that role. So that was a huge um, honor for me to help him take on that role, and to be a part of this the thing. And when we did our read throughs, everybody was just perfect in their parts. And it came together, I think, really, really well. It's just a lot of times it's hard to get stuff out and get it out to the public and get good positive feedback because there's so many just the internet. I don't even know if they're real people that hate so much. Um, it's like there's like negative bots that go around attacking posts, and people sometimes don't give remakes a chance. But everybody that worked on this, we put a lot of heart into the film, and um, I loved it. I think it came out really, really well.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's hard to discern what's good feedback or criticism. But sometimes, especially with movie reviews, it's very easy to tell if their first sentence is something like "I hate remakes" or "This is just another dot 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 whatever." Then you kind of know they're coming into it with animosity.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm curious though, like how did you get into the role? Like, what did you take with you? And you talked about being natural with it, but what does that mean?
Well, so Bruno is the caretaker to some three or more, it's at least three, if not more, children. And he's been the caregiver for a long time for this family. The children suffer from a rare genetic disease, which kind of turns them mad and crazy. As the older they get, the more dysfunctional and kind of deformed, mentally and so when they're young, everything's fine. But as soon as they hit their teenage years, watch out. There's things are happening. So, um, being that I'm a dad, I have kids. I've been my caregiver for my father, so I approached it from that type of just kind of playing it naturally. Like, these are my children. I need to support them and help them out, and do whatever it takes to, you know, cover up or help them, and but be stern. Like, it's not nice to hate. You should never hate anybody, and these um, kids get into a lot of trouble.
You said it's coming out.
It's out on DVD and Blu-ray. Um, or Blu-ray. We had an initial release, and then that was for like the backers and people that help fund the movie. Um,
Hmm.
and I got it right here. I don't know if you can
Oh
see that.
man, yeah, that's wild artwork.
Yeah. So, but this is a special black and white version because the original was in black and white. So the when this came out, the people that funded the film got these special versions. So it's like an instant collector's item. Um, and then Scream Team is our main distributor, and they're putting it out everywhere. It's available online through them in a couple different versions. I think there's an autograph version that you can still get, and then it should be in all the retail stores shortly, as well as the different streaming sites coming up. Probably closer to Halloween, I'm going to assume.
Have you been involved in other films that were funded the same way? I'm just curious because it's kind of a new world for to be able to get independent movies going.
Yeah, I have. Some of the movies I've been in have had like Indiegogos. Not too many. Most of them are pretty much self-funded, or I don't know. So that's like a production, a producer aspect that I don't. I'm not. I'm in front of the camera. I'm not behind the scenes, so I
You're
haven't
the
got.
artist.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not too connected with how those inner workings happen. Um, just as long as I get paid. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But the
Kidding,
thing,
not kidding. Yeah.
yeah. uh, anyways, yeah, I'm waiting for my check. No, I'm kidding. Um, but no, the thing with that, it's just th- there are a lot of people that fund like pretty big movies, and they have huge campaigns and raise, $100,000, which is like, man, that's an obscene amount of money. It should be able to make a lot and stuff, and they're able to turn that into like a little, empire where they, do one movie after another, after another, after another, and they're really pros about setting up that the template for the crowdfunding.